With Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 49 looming over the horizon, we have a brand new full detailed summary of the upcoming manga chapter in English, which further details the following events involving Moro, Goku, Vegeta, and the Daikaio prior to the English release, in which we are going to be covering in its full context on this channel in the next couple of days. So if you guys are new to this channel and of course love anime and Dragon Ball, then don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button, and more importantly, turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to be notified of every single upload posted onto this channel, alongside slapping a big fat like down below if you guys are excited for more upcoming Dragon Ball Super content, as courtesy of Spy True over on Twitter. Translated by Goresh over on Twitter, the following summary details the events of the manga chapter, but prior to this, as you guys can see on screen, we have brand new page leaks for the upcoming manga chapter, in which depicts Goku and Vegeta doing whatever they could in their attempts of stopping Moro, but it looks like every single time that Goku and Vegeta step in trying to interact with Moro, Moro without question easily outmaneuvers them by dodging their attacks, dodging their abilities to touch him. And in case you're wondering, no, this doesn't imply that Moro has Ultra Instinct or anything of that nature, but it also seems like Moro is using an illusion-like technique that's simply getting the best of both Goku and Vegeta. And once more, in case you are wondering, they are above on Namek's atmosphere, just barely able to hang in there, similar to what we've seen Bardock and the Saiyans do against Frieza. So Vegeta and Goku are using blue, they are back at full power, but even now at max power, they are unable to even touch Moro. As we transition into the next shot having to be shown, it looks like Moro is in fact gathering and collecting the energy of New Planet Namek, and they're trying to stop him because he's using this as a means to get stronger. As I've stated on my previous video, Moro is collecting the energies planted in trying to consume that to get even stronger, which has been confirmed in this manga chapter he in fact does end up doing. So the Daikaio, Goku, and Vegeta at this point are essentially helpless in doing anything to further stop Moro in swallowing this massive energy blast. As we get to see in the next chapter having to be shown here, it does look as if Moro is consuming some form of energy, whether that be from the Daikaio directly or the planet itself. We don't know as of this recording, in which we are going to find out between tomorrow and Friday. So again, make sure you guys tune back onto the channel for that. But Moro is so strong that he's not only able to fight all three of them with complete and utter ease, but he's laughing as he's doing so. So that, I think, is very terrifying. Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 49, titled The Outer Space Battle. Moro is shown to be draining New Namek of its energy, while Jocko and Maris say that they could also be absorbed by Moro if they stay here, so they rush to the spaceship in order to get away from the planet. Jocko talks to Eska, saying that this must be extremely difficult for him. Eska tells Jocko that he made a promise to the Elder that he would survive, since he was designated to be the next Elder. The previous Elder knew that he was going to die, so he entrusted everything to Eska. Maris says that the first thing they need to do in order to bring peace back to Namek is defeat Moro. Meanwhile, Goku, Vegeta, and the Grand Supreme Kai show up to where Moro is and begin to attack him, but their punches seem to just fly right through him as if he was some sort of a phantom. It is soon revealed that Moro is not actually there and is somehow gathering the energy from someplace else. Moro soon appears on a rock nearby, and the three begin to chase after him. Vegeta realizes that this is part of Moro's plan. Him and Goku cannot proceed since they are unable to breathe in space, so the Grand Supreme Kai goes to fight Moro alone. So yes, in case you're wondering, the Saiyans can't breathe in space, which is why they fall back, while the Grand Supreme Kai moves in for the kill, as he is the first one to fight against Moro. As it continues, as Moro and the Grand Supreme Kai fight one another, Moro clearly has the advantage. The fight eventually leads the two away from Goku and Vegeta to a place where they cannot see. While this fight is going on, the energy stops being absorbed from the planet, but Goku and Vegeta are stuck on the planet's atmosphere, so Maris, Jocko, and the crew go to pick pick them up. Meanwhile, the fight between Moro and the Grand Supreme Kai rages on. Moro says that he was surprised at the strange powers of the Grand Supreme Kai earlier, but since he's powered up, there are no longer any issues. Moro says that he doesn't know what's happened during the millions of years that he'd been locked up. Moro says that he doesn't know what's happened during the millions of years that he had been locked up, but the Grand Supreme Kai simply being at this level will not cut it. Soon, the Grand Supreme Kai begins to channel some sort of an ability that will seal Moro's magical powers like he did during the original battle millions of years ago. Moro encourages him to try it, saying that in this current state, there is no way that he has enough power to perform an ability like that, to which the Grand Supreme Kai acknowledges his own bluff. The chapter cuts back to Goku and Vegeta, who both agree that Moro continues to get stronger and stronger. Soon Maris shows up and they both board the spaceship and begin to talk about how they could possibly defeat Moro. From here on, the chapter gets extremely blurry. As it continues, it goes on to state, "I did my best to translate, but there might be slight discrepancies in minor detail." As it continues, Maris explains how Majin Buu splitting up may have something to do with why the Grand Supreme Kai no longer has enough power to perform the sealing technique on Moro. Jaco seems confused at what this means, and Maris explains that during the battle with Majin Buu, Buu ultimately became two separate entities, referring to Kid Buu, which even fought against one another, Kid Buu versus Good Buu. Maris also says that he originally had thought that Good Buu had inherited most of the godly power of the Supreme Kai, but it might actually have been the evil half, basically letting Goku and Vegeta know that right now the Grand Supreme Kai doesn't have the ability within him to perform the exact same sealing technique that he did 10 million years ago, because once Majin Buu had initially split himself between Good Buu and Evil Buu, that was when it looks like the Grand Kaio himself had lost his ability to have this godly power within him, which is why Moro is even going off and calling out the Grand Supreme Kai's bluff in letting him know to try the technique, because he knows that the Grand Supreme Kai cannot perform this technique. And meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta can't do anything to help because number one, they can't breathe in space. Number two, they don't know where they went off to. As of course the summary continues, the Grand Supreme Kai soon realizes this himself, and he thinks back to when Goku defeated Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb. Maris heads out to where Moro and the Grand Supreme Kai are fighting and asks if the Grand Supreme Kai is able to perform the instant transmission again, to which the Grand Supreme Kai says that he can. Maris and the Grand Supreme Kai devise a plan to which Maris distracts Moro long enough for the Grand Supreme Kai to sneak up behind him, grab him, and use instant transmission in bringing Moro back to Namek, where Goku and Vegeta can fight him on an even footing. Goku and Vegeta and the Grand Supreme Kai finally square off with Moro on planet Namek, saying that both of them are now at full power and that they will not allow him to run away again. Goku and Vegeta are quite confident in their abilities to take Moro on and express that when they speak to him, but Moro begins to laugh and asks them if they forgot something important. Goku and Vegeta both look confused, but Moro reminds them that he indeed made a third wish from Porunga. As the summary comes to a close, in which we are once again going to be covering the entirety of this manga chapter on the channel, so make sure you guys smash that subscribe button if you guys are new, and be sure to slap a big fat like down below if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for this, because from what it looks like, Moro doesn't seem to be concerned at all about anything about the Grand Supreme Kai's technique, about Goku and Vegeta being at full power. This dude even goes as far as to remind Goku and Vegeta that just in case they have forgotten already, that he himself had made a third wish with Porunga, which again, we don't know what this wish is. It could essentially be anything in the fact that it could be immortality, it could be to open up a sealed gateway, it could be to remove Goku and Vegeta's godly energy, it could be essentially anything at this point, but Moro's expression, Moro's overall demeanor, the way he's coming off very condescending in this battle is very alarming, because he's not threatened, he doesn't seem to be alarmed and or concerned anymore, because after he had made the wish to restore his magic and full power, the third wish could essentially be anything, and that could be why he's so overconfident in this battle, as many people have suggested that perhaps sealing him away by using the Mafuba or any other sealing type of technique would be the best way to approach the situation, because if Goku and Vegeta do not currently possess the necessary capabilities of putting Moro down, then this is going to be a one-sided fight, given the fact that Moro seems to be coming back at all of them and even flexing and taunting them all and calling their bluff. So until Goku, Vegeta, and the Grand Supreme Kai can create another plan to counter Moro, Moro is going to have the upper hand on them. So again, like I said before, we're going to be covering everything on this channel in the next couple of days, to be specific between later tonight and Friday morning, so make sure you guys tune back in for that, as we have more updates and information for you guys in regards to other said Dragon Ball content. Number one, we have the confirmation of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Some of you guys may be excited, some of you guys may be pissed, some of you guys might be questioning as to why this game is still continuing, but nonetheless, Dimps and Bandai Namco have heard your cries on wanting Evolution Vegeta, and here he is. This is the first image having to be shown of Evolution Vegeta, and I'm not entirely sure whether or not, for me, I'm excited or not for this character, because from what it looks like based on the scans, he looks like he plays exactly like regular Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, with the same moves, the same Big Bang, the same Final Flash, and things of that nature. So again, unless they plan on doing something different, I'm excited, but I'm not head over heels over this character, just because I felt as if characters like this and many others should have been included a very long time ago. But of course, for those who do still play the game, we do have Evolution Blue Vegeta, we do have God Vegeta, Rebrian, and many other special characters coming our way in Xenoverse 2, so make sure to keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Now, as we transition into the following information from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, it looks like we finally have the confirmation of Golden Metal Cooler. Yes, folks, Golden Metal Cooler is finally a thing. I'm not too sure how you guys personally feel about this, but what we do know right now is that in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the promotional anime and manga, we are going to see a modified version of Metal Cooler return due to fuse upgrades, but according to the leaked cards, it also looks like Metal Cooler is going to have a golden form going into his fight, presumably against Cumber, Goku, Vegeta, whoever Metal Cooler is planning on fighting. It looks like he is going to have a golden form, and if you pay close attention to his arms and his shoulder, it looks like he is going to have a buff in terms of his mechanics, maybe an increase in size, different kinds of metallic items being attached to his forearm, who knows, but he does in fact look very different in terms of what we've seen before. The top of his skull looks a lot like Frieza. I'm not trying to insinuate that this is some sort of a Frieza and Metal Cooler fusion. It could very well possibly be that, but I really doubt that to be the case. But if by some ungodly way there is a fusion between the two, then this is what we're getting. But either way, Golden Metal Cooler, Fusion Cooler, whatever it is, you guys are seeing it on screen. As also going back to Hearts from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, it looks like Hearts is going to have another form or an upgrade to his look, because as you guys can see on screen, this is the brand new card for Hearts in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which only means one of two things. Either one, this is simply for promotional use for the game itself, or two, this is something that we are going to see in the anime and manga as Hearts battles against our heroes, Goku, Vegeta, Jiren, Topo, etc, etc. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about his look. He looks a lot like Fu when it comes to the hair and the overall goggles on his head. I'm not really too fond of his look too much, but this is what we're going to be getting in the future when it comes to the character of Hearts, which again, we are going to put out more information as to how powerful this character is going to be and everything involving the Super Dragon Ball Heroes characters on the channel going forward, as I do want to let you guys know one last thing before we go, and that's the Raikon manga is going to officially be dropping in July. As you guys can see on screen, this is the first ever look of Chapter 1 for Dragon Ball Super Raikon, the long-anticipated manga that I promised you guys a very long time ago. It's finally happening. The origins of Raikon, how he became who he is, his pursuit of the Saiyans, and hunt for Goku and Vegeta begins, and you guys are going to be seeing everything on this channel in July. I will be keeping you guys up to date and notified within the next couple of days as to what is to be expected, but the manga is about 98% done. We just have a few more things to touch up on, but once it's complete, I will be revealing everything to you guys on this channel going forward. But I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about Moro, about Golden Metal Cooler, about Hearts' new transformation, my Dragon Ball Super Raikon manga, and more importantly, when looking back on the Dragon Ball Super manga, why do you guys think Moro is so overconfident? Is it the fact that his third wish is somehow allowing him to nullify the energy of Goku and Vegeta? That way he isn't affected? Has he wished for immortality? Has he wished for something else to happen? I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for more awesome content, then be sure to go on ahead and slap a big fat like down below. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comments, guys. Have a great day. Peace.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!